Ho, ho, ho. And enough of me yelling at my producer about his lifestyle choices.
I see what you were saying. You were saying I should go away.
You shouldn't. That way you're not awkwardly just standing there. Yeah. Yeah, it's like, you know, he's old and, you know, we kind of let him do his thing sometimes.
My sciatica.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us for a Cave Rep, a Warhammer 40k battle report. We have an exciting one for you tonight, as we've got some new detachments. The Taktikal Brigade, coming from the Orks, being played by the old man you just saw next to me. Hosen.
The ghost of Christmas past.
There we go. And then we've also got the new detachment Heathband, coming from the Leagues of Votann, coming from our lovable Space Wolf, Dan.
Rockenstone.
Yeah. This is going to be a great one for you tonight. I will be your host and producer, so all the camera mistakes you can blame on this guy. So before we get into it, though, let's go ahead and take a look at these lists.
All right. Crumpus, yeah? I got some fun with the orcs. So this is the nude attachment.
Nude detachment.
That we've got
All right.
running this evening here. Of course, the Taktikal Brigade. And I've got some things I've sprinkled in here because I wanted to try them out too. So Warboss up front, Mork's Cunning. That's going to give him the ability to redeploy, and we took advantage of that with a unit I'd placed in the middle. I've got a Warboss with Squad Leader. That's attaching him to some commandos. I've got another Warboss. He's just vanilla. Break Boys ×2. Both of those guys are going to have Warbosses attached. One of them with the enhancement, the other one without it. We've got a Big Mech in Mega Armor leading some Flash Gits. One of the things I just wanted to try. I've got Boss Snickrat leading another pack of commandos. A third pack of Commandos vanilla. I've got 6 packs of Storm Boys. Only 5 packs because I did have to spend points on other things. I've got Zodgrod with 22 Gretchen. I've got another 11 Gretchen hanging out. I've got a couple of trucks to move some things around. And I've got nothing but festive holiday spirit backing this list.
Sheesh. It's a lot of boys. Let's see. We got the new Leagues of Votann detachment.
Santa calls, come on. You got a Santa calls, come on.
Santa calls. That was good. That was good. It's cute. It's cute.
It's cute.
Wow.
No, I love it. We got the Enrir Champion. He's going to be leading a 10-pack of the Hearthguard. We got 2 calls. One of them is going to have the new detachment enhancement. We'll talk about it in a little bit. 2 of the calls are going to be each leading a 10-pack of the Warriors. The other pack, 10-pack of Warriors, is going to be split, and each of those is going to be packed into the 2 Sagittars. Then I have 2 6-pack of Pioneers, 2 Hecatons, and each of those Hecatons are going to be packed in with a 5-pack of Hearthguard. And what else do I have on the table? I think that's all.
I hope so.
That's all.
That's already enough shooting. So a lot of
Already enough shooting?
some pretty good stuff here.
All right, fantastic. This is going to be a great one tonight. Before we find out who gets to go first, I do want to take a quick moment to thank everybody in chat joining us tonight. Huge thank you to everybody, members and non-members alike. If you like what you see here tonight, please, of course, help us out. Hit that like button, hit that notification bell, all the stuff that the algorithm gods do like ever so much. Comments in the video description.
Say nice things to YouTube, whatever it takes.
Yeah, or mean things. I mean, that's, you know, it seems okay with that sometimes. But no, huge thank you to everybody watching us. With that, you guys ready to go a little first turn roll off?
Let's take a look at the mission first.
Ooh, mission. Good point. Good point. I forgot about that.
All right, tipping point. All right, so this cute deployment zone. We've run it a couple of times. Everybody should be pretty familiar with it. We've got Linchpin. Tell them about Linchpin, Dan, because I can't read it.
Linchpin. We each score, and we score a little bit extra points if we're holding our home objective. So I believe it is 3 points for the No Man's Land objectives, but you get an extra couple of points if you are holding your home objective.
Too easy.
And then Fog of War is
no core strats, right?
no core strats in the first battle round. Yep.
There we go.
No Overwatch. Well, I guess you don't have. I can't even overwatch your commandos anyways. So.
Yeah, and that's most of my list. So we should be pretty safe. Before we get started with our first turn roll-off, well, actually, scout moves happen after first turn roll-off, right? I get a little bit of data for that. Perfect. For those of you guys tuned in for the deployment stream, I did opt to take the commandos right here in the middle of the table and utilize that enhancement I paid for, just to drop them over here behind cover to reserve myself.
Will you gesture to that direction one more time?
They came from right here, and we moved them right over here in this neat little package.
They're underneath there somewhere. Trust us.
And we should have them obscured, line of sight, based off of that footprint and based off of them being deep behind this wall.
And they're painted purple.
Well, I think that we could. I'm down for some bloodshed.
Unfortunately, I must interrupt you as I must thank Treachery for coming in with 5 gifted memberships.
Thank you so much, Treachery. We appreciate that.
I got it.
And
Another land. 3 landmines at the top of the stream here tonight. Dan knows what half of them are, but I don't because I don't.
I don't know. I didn't read it.
All right.
it's just going to be coincidence that he doesn't land on any of these landmines. That's all.
I think I've deployed in a way that makes going first or going second okay, but I do think that I prefer going second. So let's go for a low roll here.
That's it.
That's a low roll.
Oh.
That's that.
It looks like it's Orks turn 1.
It is indeed. Let's do a pre-game move right here with these Gretchen. Go ahead and sync them up on this point. See if we can't bank a little extra CP off the top. Just take a little off the top.
Hosen goes into his
8-inch scout or 9
scouting moves.
Oh,
I do want to
9.
thank Big Bear 3D for our turn 1 sponsor.
What's up, Big Bear?
Yeah. For any 3D printing needs, check out the link in the description below. You can see a lot of his fine work on the background of our beautiful studio here. All those weapons. Yeah, Big Bear 3D.
All
I
right.
also have some scout, but you do all yours first.
Yes, indeed. That's all of my scout. We're going to slide these guys this way, though. Try and just cover that line right there.
I think for this, I'm just going to slide these over.
All right. Yeah, we're both playing very coy right now, it turns out. What a list that was built to be extremely aggressive. Dan replied to it in the deployment by, backing off that front line, making that alpha strike a little bit less desirable. And so now it's going to be a game, a little bit of cat and mouse here to see, what we do with it. Now, commandos, I might want to send them that way, maybe tie up those vehicles and just prevent that moving. I'm not going to kill anything unless I were to get lucky. But let's find out secondaries first. Assassination. You know what they say about assassination, Dan? You make it, no, that's a different word.
Defend is a redraw.
Defend is a redraw. I will redraw, and then we'll shuffle that in. Recover assets.
Sounds good.
Wholly within a different one of the following areas. Your deployment zone, no man's land, your opponent's deployment zone.
3 different actions.
Okay, and I get paid for 2 or 3, right?
Yes.
So we're going to go ahead and get paid for 2 pretty easily here.
So I think that one also ends at the end of your turn, right?
End of your opponent's next turn.
Yeah, you have a chance to
I could
interrupt
stop that one.
Yep. And I think I've deployed in a way that gives me units that you can't stop it with on this turn 1, since you haven't developed out in the middle. But we're going to see. Let's kick it off, of course, command phase shenanigans. Let's go, Gretchen. We do get a CP. That'll put me at 2. At the top of the game, we've got a couple of stratagems I'm really looking forward to trying out, so that's good.
That is in the movement phase, by the way, but that doesn't matter.
Oh, you're right. Oh, it is in the movement phase. You're right. They did fix that for us.
You did start your movement phase.
Because it was done before. Okay, so I can give out orders, right?
Yeah, why don't you tell us a little bit about this new detachment?
So this new detachment allows for mechs, big mechs and mega armor, war bosses, and Snickrot to be able to select a unit within 6 inches and give it a buff. All right, and it doesn't matter what unit. They don't have to select a unit that has something in it. They don't have to select their own unit. Any unit within 6 inches. Those buffs range from you get reroll charges, +1 strength in melee. I can get stealth and cover on a unit, and then I can also get +1 to hit for ranged attacks. Those are the 4 options. Now, I can opt to give a unit 2 of those, right? at which point I'm going to have to suffer D3 mortal wounds, though. So we're going to play it nice and safe unless we really need a big push. A lot of these abilities don't synergize great, right? Maybe the plus to strength and the advance in charge is a thing that you might want to combo up at some time. Not advance in charge, reroll charges. You might want to combo that up at some point, but I don't think in this build. I think in this build I want to keep my wounds on the table.
Interesting.
Yeah. So we've already got stealth on these guys. That's not going to benefit them. I think what we're going to do is a reroll charges on the front squad here. You're not going to be able to overwatch. The big thing is just trying to make sure that we can get in your business. Now the back squad's probably, yeah, that would be a big charge for the back squad to try and get over there. I don't want to do that on our reroll charges. Of course, I'm doing the math on should I send that squad to go get that Sagittar and the back squad over here. I don't think so. So we're just going to go ahead and move these guys 6 forward. And we're going to go ahead and get them to start tying up the guys on the other side here. We're going to give them reroll charges.
Do you do all your commands at the top of your
Yes. Let's do all of my commands on the command phase.
You could finish
so
because we already know what
we're going to do
what you're
reroll
doing
charges here. That's another situation where it's just not going to be desirable at trying to make that charge a 17, so an 11. It's not worth that charge either. So we're going to give these guys stealth and the benefits of cover. We're going to give these guys reroll charges.
Wait,
And then
who's these guys? The
Gretchen.
Okay.
The Gretchen unit, Zodgrod's unit. And then outside of 6 there, that would have been kind of cool to get the benefit of cover on that. We're going to go ahead and just give these guys, although they already have stealth, we're going to go ahead and give them that ability just to give them the benefit of cover as well. I should have an opportunity to repick my orders before.
Just a heads up, a lot of my stuff does ignore cover.
Fair.
And then the Pioneers have the roll bar searchlights, which give me a +1 to hit against stealth units. So
it basically washes it out, yeah.
Like making it ineffective.
I dig it. Well, this unit does not have a war boss with it. We're going to line this up. I want to, if I can, I'd like to kill the Sagittar and just wrap that honka-chonk. I do have 2 squig mines, 2 bomb squigs, a power claw, a breacher ram, all neatly tucked in there. So they might be able to do it, but we'll find out. Now that could create, depending on the charge, that could create an issue with your disembarking, forcing those guys to have to go either that way or this way. So we're going to have to pay attention to that. Furthering on into our movement phase, we're just going to slide these guys up. I gave them the benefit of cover with that order. Now I'm going to go ahead and put them in cover because there's really nothing worth doing it. Now I should have had these guys a little bit closer here. These guys might have been able to benefit more so from something like that. But that is quite all right. Okay, that is 1 movement done. You guys proud of me? I did it. Woo! I really did it, guys.
All right, you can sit down and rest for a little bit now.
Trucks move 12, so we're going to push 10 and then hit a pivot.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, I am.
While Hosen finishes his movements there, I do want to welcome a few Gobbos in chat. See, I said it right. We've got Hobgob Rob.
Hobgob Robe. What's up, Robe?
I had to. Hobgob Robe, welcome, buddy. Cursed Cowboy joining us. Dr. Miniature, welcome. Dean P, what's up? Andrew Johnson yells,
"Whoa! What's up, Andrew?" It's totally okay for you to root for Dan tonight. I'll forgive you.
Dwarves over orcs always.
Eventually. I'll forgive you eventually.
We've got Bobby Soto loving the orc list. Ooh. Treachery. We already mentioned him dropping his landmine. Can't wait to see which one of these fools triggers it.
So I'm going to have to use some Stormboys here to screen the back. Yeah, man, like chat's already going off tonight between the deployment stream and here.
Yeah,
It's
appreciate
so good
it.
to see you guys here. I know that everybody's schedules are probably pretty busy with all the holidays shenanigans coming up.
'Tis the season.
So you guys carving out some time to spend with us is really appreciated.
Thank you.
Andrew says, "Gee, thanks, Hosen." LOL. For the permission to get to cheer for Dan.
I did say eventually. Right? So we're going to go ahead and just push this guy up as well. Just go straight 12. I don't think I really need a pivot. I think I could just go straight, put him on the point. You're going to kill him off of the point, but I'm going to try and do so in a way that once you kill him, maybe I can drop these guys behind cover. Let me think on that for a moment, however. Because, yeah, that would have been quite a long charge to try and get out there for that, and I'd rather have that punch on my response turn. What I don't want to do is give up Break a Boys. So I think that I might need to go that way, touch that to be able to disembark on this side. Let's do that. So 12-inch move, we're just going to go a nice little diagonal. We are not going to go all the way that way because I want to go further that way and give myself room to disembark over here.
You got it.
They're such big bodies, such big bases that I might not be able to obscure them anyway. But, you know, we'll see. We will see. Now, I've got these guys back here just kind of available to screen. I don't want to give you too many assets too early. So we're just going to slide these guys over to the middle of the table as a response unit. All right, not moving, moved, not moving. They are good. We are going to do our no man's land with the commandos here. What kind of charge threat do you have on this wall? What kind of legitimate charge threat do you have on that wall?
None.
Yeah.
They move 5, so it'll be an 8-inch move. So yeah, you're
so-
outside.
Plenty good there. Same thing with these boys.
I'm not going to charge the wall with that.
I mean, but I would be okay if you did.
I can, but they move 12-inch, so
Yeah.
they'd have no problem charging that wall.
Well, just to keep it super, super safe in case you've got some secret tech that we both figure out in your turn, we're going to go ahead and do these guys and those guys for No Man's Land and for mine for 3 points. Assassination is likely going to go away, right? We're not there yet. I've got to execute the remainder of my turn. Nothing for bomb squigs here. I do have... Let me see if these guys, like we talked about, I don't think that they get within 12, right? So those bomb squigs aren't going to go off, but these are. We're going to put both of those into the Sagittar at the end of the movement phase. Both of them are going to get into you. And they're going to take 3 mortal wounds.
3 mortals. It's down to 6.
Let's go ahead and shoot some sluggas. Because that sounds cute to me. False. Bam. Of course, everything is going into the Sagittar here, just in case there was any questions.
You hit on 4s with these guys?
That was a 6 I just picked up,
Oh.
wasn't it?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. But I do not wound on a 4, so that doesn't matter. Bomb squigs are gone.
I'll grab him.
Thank
New
you, sir.
detachment, I thought there was some sort of like, these orcs shoot good.
Actually,
right.
I'm cooking up a list that is a shooty orc detachment using this detachment. I think is going to have some sauce to it.
Oh, what
I
about...
think John sounds like he wants to play it.
Yeah, I do. What
Shooty
about this detachment makes it a good shooty list?
Well, in the same way, like mechs benefit shooting stuff better than they benefit melee stuff. Their passive ability, all mechs get reroll 1s to a hit, right? Whereas war bosses and the like that benefit melee give +1 to wound or +1 to hit in melee. So reroll 1s to hit in shooting with the mech already wants to synergize with shooting list, and being that I can pick any unit and give it +1 to hit, you know, we get volume on a lot of our shots. A 20 pack of boys, for example, 3 shots each, right? I could give them sustained 1. I can give them +1 to hit. Well, I can't give them sustained 1, that's melee, but I could give them +1 to hit. You know, that's, you know, a lot of shots hitting on 4s. That's not too shabby.
Yeah.
So
not
it's
bad
just
at all.
weight of dice.
Interesting. Okay. Cool.
It brings a lot more value to your Ludas, to your flash kits, to the whole nine. Let's get into this charge. We've got a reroll on it. Do I need it? I think I might need it.
Yeah, because that's a 6 that looks just outside.
Well, that's why we did the rerolls.
That's not better.
I think Dan rolled my dice. Did you guys see? I think that was Dan
touch your
rolling
dice.
my dice. That will conclude my turn, sir. Let's go ahead and get rid of Assassination and just keep them churning. Let's score 3 points on Recover Assets.
Not
And,
yet, but we can probably put it there, assuming Dan doesn't have any tricks up his sleeve.
It's true. It's true. We got to get through Tricky Dan.
I have Uppy Downy with the Pioneers.
Okay.
So I'm just going to pull this unit up, though, at the end of your turn.
Okay.
They don't have deep strike, so I still can't land in your backfield. So they're just in reserves for now.
That being the case, what I would do, I would like to just stretch these guys to just screen this a little bit. I was already almost there, I think, because there's 9 to here. So let me just screen that pocket right there, knowing you have the Uppy Downy.
Screen pocket.
Screen.
All right. So going into my turn, I got 2 CP here. Would
Got
you like
you some
to
stuff to kill, but I've
cut
made the
this?
middle of the board very dangerous looking.
All right. Deck is cut. Let's see what secondaries I got. Nothing else for me to do. Assassination and no prisoners. All right.
Okay, both of those are going to be pretty hard, but maybe not impossible.
I have no calls to point at any units just yet. I don't know if I want to commit too much just yet. I might just pop the truck, move just enough to... Yep, let's make some moves here.
Okay.
Sagittar is going to move 12 from the back of its base. Just move up like that.
Then I'll go up to 3 CP for your turn.
The Hecaton, move up. Forget how much it moves, but I'm just going to move up 8. This objective is now sticky.
Sticky?
Because the
Okay.
warriors are on it. Let's move 5 up to clear that wall here. 7 over.
Yeah, you guys had a great stream last night, man. That was the you and Rob stream. Yesterday was a great stream too, but you and Rob stream the other night, man. Was it Demons and Spaceballs?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, that was
really
a lot of fun to watch.
Actually, not move too far. Don't need to get too close there. You do have some ugly things coming. So this one's going to jump right here.
Yeah, John, I was like, why are you shooing me over? You've got plenty of room there. I'm fine here. This is my box. I'm allowed to be here. What's Dan doing over there? Dan, come on, we're going live. Oh yeah.
There was only so much, and then eventually it was just like, yeah, all right, you stand there and eat your oatmeal, old man. Oh, man.
Here, I'll actually pull this back and do that. Point. You have commandos back there, so there's no point in bringing these guys out just yet.
What I think,
Actually, yeah, sure.
the small 5-packs of Storm Boys, I think the biggest value that they're going to bring to the list isn't the attacks. I think that it's being able to strategically place them at the end of my movement phase to close up holes in my screening. That's 65 points. Obviously, I'd like to bring it to bear and kill something for it. However, right, if I can keep you out of my backfield, obviously I'm terrified of what those Terminators can do when they set down. So I need to kind of limit their ability to do something crazy.
Just one that's deep striking, but yeah, I do have that 6-inch deep strike stratagem where, and then another stratagem for rapid fire. So when they drop down, they can smash hard.
That's kind of the same thing I've got going with my flash kits, right? That's a, if it's the closest target, 4 shots, hitting on 4s, AP 2 damage. Like it's pretty gross. So that's kind of my thought on those reserve play. If I get cheeky, I might even rapid ingress them for a good Overwatch potential. Getting that full rerolls is pretty nice.
Nice. All right, I think we're going to go right into shooting.
Okay.
We're going to start with this Hecaton shooting over at the truck here.
I'm going to go to ground because he doesn't fly, so that he's on the. Let's move on, Dan. Let's move on.
We got a cyclic ion cannon, the Mater autocannon, and the 2 twin bolt cannons. So let's start with the Mater autocannon.
Okay.
Or let's start with the cyclic ion. Is that what I said I had? Yeah, cyclic ion. Let's start with that one. D6 plus 3 blast, but that won't matter here. So 7 shots. Hitting on 4s, rerolling 1s because of my detachment rule. Here we go. There's the 1. Ooh, these 2 go away, but this, yep. Oh, sorry, no. I'm gonna pull away one of these because I reroll 1s for everything except for blast weapons.
I see.
And this is a blast weapon.
I see.
So
Okay.
I'm gonna take that one away again. So strength 9, truck is 8, I believe.
Truck is T8. You're correct.
All right, so those are 4 wounds. AP 2.
I have
And it
these
does
6 up
ignore
in goal.
cover. Yeah.
Excellent. Off to a great start.
2 damage each.
2 damage each. 2, 4, 6, 8. He has 2 wounds remaining.
Alrighty.
I bet the Sagittar can do it.
Well, we're moving on to the next weapon on the Mater.
Oh, I
to
guess.
the Mater autocannon.
I guess they're part Tau.
6 shots on 4s. Oh. No 1s there. Strength 7, so I'm needing 5s here. That is 2. AP 1, no cover.
2 AP1 ignoring cover.
Yes.
Okay, so that's going to be 5s.
It's got the panspectral scanner.
Has it been all 1s and 2s except for my go first roll?
I think so.
Is that what I'm seeing so far? All right, Damien. I'm going to have to use these grot dice and see if they do better.
You knew those are so good for orcs. Is it dead?
I don't want to talk about it, Dan. I'm grieving. If you could give me it is dead. Do we explode? We do not. I should have.
You know what does explode, though?
6, yeah.
This landmine.
Oh!
Dan triggering a landmine.
Oh, I
come
hate that for
on.
him.
For Hosen, as the first to lose a vehicle,
Nice.
will get 5 floor dice.
I don't think I like your trickery there.
So you were next to it, and I tossed a rock on it.
So I'm not going to be able to, well, this guy can go here maybe. Yeah. Get out of here, rocks. And then, where's that 3-inch gubs? Perfect. Cool. Well, Dan, I hope you're proud of yourself.
I am.
That was my grocery getter. Now the kids are going to starve.
I don't hate that. So we're gonna save the Sagittars for now. We're gonna move on to the next Hecaton,
Okay.
and we're gonna put let's put the blast weapon over here.
Is it no line of sight required? Or do you have line of sight? Where's that corner stop here?
Might not actually. Where's that? Oh,
If
that
you need to make
laser's
minor
down.
adjustments to get line of sight, I'm okay
No,
with that.
because it wasn't on the table there.
But yeah, that was the goal with the deployment, was to try and rob as much line of sight as I could.
Cool, no problem. We'll just shoot everything at the commandos then.
Okay, we're going to use our once per game distraction grot. I'm going to throw a Gretchen at you and get a 5-up invul for that squad of commandos. They're shooting face.
All right, so we're going to go with the cyclic ion cannon, D6 plus 3, and it is blast, so it is going to be plus 5 instead.
You got it.
So that's 2 plus 5, 7. Then hitting on 4s.
Okay.
You do have stealth. I don't think this ignores stealth. I don't have the yeah, just ignore cover but not stealth. So you are still gonna, the stealth is still
So
gonna
hitting on 5s.
hitting on 5s
Shooting
here.
like an orc.
No rerolling those 1s here. So 2 hits.
Okay.
Strength 9, wounding on
Should
3s.
be good. Oh.
That is 1.
5 up invul. Aha.
Got it.
Squig dice came back around.
Moving to the Mater autocannon. 6 shots, hitting on 5s. Whoa.
There you go.
That one I can reroll. Doesn't hit. Strength 7, looking at 3s here. Here we go. 3, AP 1, no cover.
5s. All right, I'll save 1. Take 2. 1 damage?
Those are 2 damage each.
2 damage each.
Last is the twin bolt cannon. This is, I have 2 of them, so it's 6 shots each. Or, sorry, 3 shots each for 6 shots. Hitting on 5s, rerolling that 1 here. And it is sustained hits D3. So these go away. That one is sustained hits D3 for 3 extra shots. Those will go in. Strength is 6, looking for 3s. And this one is twin linked.
There we go.
6. AP 1, no cover.
AP 1, so 5s regardless.
2
I
damage
will
each.
save 1 more. 2 damage each.
Yeah.
So that's 7 total missing from the squad at the moment. That's why I threw the one without the war boss out there to get shot at. That is a breacher ram and a power claw and a friend that's left. So you should be able to clean those up with the rest of your shooting, though.
That's it for
Allegedly.
That's it for them. We are gonna move into the Sagittar. Let's start this. Let's do the Sagittar shoot.
Okay.
Shooting at them, but I might not need all of its shots going that way. Let's do the. Actually, yeah. Let's clean them up. High las beam cannon, 2 shots, hitting on 5s. Rerolling that 1. Nope. Then the Mater autocannon. Is that what it has? No. 1 twin bolt cannon. Let me make sure this doesn't have that. Panspectral scanner. Nope. So twin bolt cannon. 3 shots. Rerolling that 1. Nope. 1 hit. Strength is 6. Need a 3. That hits. 1. AP 1.
AP 1. Ignore cover?
This one does not ignore cover.
Okay. Oh, well, actually, either way, that's going to take it. It would have been 5 even without ignoring cover. So
2 damage.
2 damage. Now it's just a power claw and a breacher ram.
Alright. Looks like I'm going to have to send some shots back that way. Let's just do that. Let's clear it up. Because I'm not going to have enough shots to chunk this away for the assassination, so I'm just going to check that one.
Okay.
So let's just put the rest of the shots that way.
You got it.
So we got the high les. Sorry. Is that what I got? Yeah, high les beam. 2 shots. Rerolling that 1. Nope. Then the Mater autocannon. Nope. Sorry. Twin bolt cannon. That's 2 hits. Strength 6. Looking for 3s. Twin linked. 2. AP 1.
AP 1. I'll save 1, take 1.
Another 2 damage.
Another 2 damage. Well, let's go with the breacher ram.
Just the power claw is left.
Power claw remains.
That is all my shots. We will go into the charge phase.
All right.
And I'll just charge it with the Sagittar.
Dan, I need 6 bodies here, 7 bodies here. From it exploding, I will take a mortal wound.
This one.
Just the 1.
No biggie.
Of course, they're on a knob chassis, so 2 wounds each.
Yeah, let's
It's
just
an
charge
AdMech
it.
thing to say, right? It's a knob chassis.
It's going to charge with the Sagittar there.
Into Breaker Boys.
No, just into this.
Oh, go into the Breaker Boys, man. You can do it.
And let's go with the spending it.
Okay.
Just to get rid of them. So we're looking at 10 dice here. And I just need 2 5-ups, I believe. We got it.
Too easy.
Clears them.
Dead wounds?
Yeah, they're mortals.
Perfect. Perfect, perfect.
Did the tank shock.
Ah, yes, yes. I've heard tale of such things. Not from Tyranid players, take that. Dean, Bobby.
And then, sure. I'll just move forward 3 inches. Actually, I'll move it like that.
Okay. All right.
That's my
all right.
turn.
Very interesting. Didn't overdevelop, but I still do have some saucy options. So what do you got?
Quick scoring, I do have 4 points for no prisoners because I killed the truck and 1 unit of commandos.
Awesome.
Nothing for assassination, so I'm going to turn that in for a CP.
Neither one of us believe in assassination.
So I'm going to go up to 3 at the start of your turn.
And then I will score recover assets.
I did, but I went down to 1. So now I'm discarding assassination. So I'm going up to 2, and then at the start of his turn, up to 3.
I just didn't expend the CP.
Yeah, I did. Tank shock.
Oh, and you're still on 3 going up to 4?
3 going up to 4, maybe even 5. We'll see.
We will see.
Yes. So at the top of my turn, of course, Dan.
You're going to do it?
It's time for the wall. We've got some good opportunities here. What all do you have in reserve now? You've got a 10-pack.
I have a 10-pack of Warriors, a 10-pack of Hearthguard, and I have 5 Hearthguard in this, 5 Hearthguard in that, and 5 Hearthguard in each of those, or 5 Warriors.
Warriors in both of the Sagittars, okay. So it would be very high value if I could keep the Hearthguard that are on the table back and screen my backfield to force you to have to reinforce over there. So let me look at some quick measurements here. These guys on a 12-inch movement, pre-advance, gives them a nice, pretty easy charge here. Them against this wall on a 6 with an advance should be a fairly easy charge there as well. I think now we just have to kind of dump into you here.
8 points primary for him, for linchpin.
Oh, thank you.
What kind of, how good is the Overwatch on the...
Had 6 shots on 1 gun.
But it doesn't have auto hits, it doesn't have
No,
a bunch of like shenanigans, right?
no. Just reroll 1s. A decent blast gun, but it's all, there's some like twin linked and reroll 1s to hit. Let's see.
All right, so pre-charge. So I can charge all of these things very easily. I might even be able to charge that thing, those guys back there, if I was to get a crazy good advance roll. I do need to pick my orders first, so I need to figure that out now. The orders that I have on the table currently, I've got Warboss here, Snickrot there, Warboss here. They can all give orders. I have this guy, when he pops out of the truck and is set up on the battlefield, he could then give orders. I can only give them to 1 unit, right? A unit can't have more than 1 set of orders. So thinking about what it is that I need here. What's the toughness on old Chonky Boy?
I believe it's 12.
12.
Yeah.
So the +1 strength.
And you are
Isn't gonna
officially
get
calling
me.
the wall this turn,
I
or are
am.
you still
I have
considering?
indeed. I have indeed.
All right.
Like a gentleman.
He doesn't actually call a real wall.
No, he
anymore.
doesn't.
He's retired those days. Those days are behind him.
Oh, those were the days. Okay. This is kind of a tough question to unravel here.
As we go into turn 2, I do want to thank our sponsor, Baron of Dice. All those fun little math rocks that you see our players
That's right.
rolling around, getting 1s all the time with,
Literally
and then
all of them.
re-rolling them.
These are sus right here, Baron.
Yep.
Let's
Yep.
talk about this.
Yep.
Not always, just today.
I'm digging these.
Yep, those very dice
stone.
come from Baron of Dice. For more about that, check out the link in the description below, and even a little bit of a coupon code.
Okay, we are going to do sustained here. And I'm not going to use any extra stuff, I don't think, because I'm feeling pretty confident that I can get the charge over here into the hunk of chunk. Feeling pretty good about it. If not, I at least keep it from developing out. These guys, if they were to get a big charge, then I'd feel comfortable charging them back here. A big advance, I'd feel comfortable charging them back here. So I don't really need anything from them. The big thing is, like, can I delete units out of vehicles without actually having to fight them? Do I have enough? Would it be better to just fully dump into a set of into a thing that keeps you from disembarking, or do I fight a bunch of individual things and then deal with the fallback from each of them? So we're going to go sustained here. We're going to go sustained there. Sustained across the board, I think. So this unit, that unit. Commandos. And then we'll be, when these guys set up,
Sustained.
we're going to do sustained as well.
Sustained. Sustained, right? Mm-hmm. And then the unit that's inside, sustained.
Okay, let's start checking out some advance rolls. So let's start with these Gretchen back here, the Zodgrod. Well, they're not going that full distance we talked about, but a 13 makes for a 7. That's not too bad. They have no rerolls or anything. I might have should have done reroll charges on these guys. Let's advance these commandos here. Do I go ahead and dump them out? I don't think I want to advance them though, because I want bomb squigs, right? And that's a 9-inch charge, which I could push with rerolls maybe.
Yeah.
Let me do rerolls over here, Dan. I haven't rolled their advance yet, but I don't want to advance. So we're going to take them off of the sustained. We're going to give them reroll charges, and that'll, I think, be a little better play.
So we'll do that.
$13. These guys will all just be piling in behind. Now, one thing I could do is I could leave Zodgrod back here, because he's not really going to do anything into you. That would also allow me when I charge, if I had bodies on this point that can't get all the way to you, they could opt not to move off at that point, and I could just string a line. And that's what we're going to do. So Zodgrod is going to make his move here. We're going to do that to make sure that he is supported on the back end. That way, oh, let's put a Gretchen with him too, just in case. The idea being that...
And move your commandos.
Yeah, that's a good call too. That ends charge. We'll probably drop a couple bomb squigs on him, but we will find that out together. All right, these guys are for screening. There's not really a reason not to advance them. So let's go ahead and advance those guys too. Get nice and tight. So they can basically get to the back over here. Nice and easy. That's got warriors in it. Think about my screening. You've got Hearthguard, so that's screened. Screened up to here. Okay, so my entire back line is screened currently. Will you do me a favor and just double check those for me while I move on around the table? It only matters because I've got Storm Boys to bring in from reserve, and I need to know if I need to plug any holes.
I can't fit 10 bodies in there. So, good there.
And then you're measuring from this corner here. You got the dude right up underneath.
Yeah,
Perfect,
I said
perfect,
I
perfect.
can't.
Perfect, perfect. All right, that screening stops here, but then picks up on this side, so it might be that the truck stays there, just to be the screen for this side of the table here. They are deep strike too, right?
Yes.
So they could come from literally anywhere. All right, will you, sir, give me... an advance roll for these Storm Boys?
3.
3.
Perfectly average.
And I do like those guys there for the screen. I could just leave them, but that I could just drop some Deep Strikers there. Will you give me an advance for these boys as well?
3.
Hey, I'll take consistency. I will take consistency all day.
Better than a 1 or a 2.
Yeah, because we want to go break a boys in the other direction. And a lot of these bodies here are just here to pick up the warriors when they spill out. All right, I need an advance roll for this pack of commandos with the war boss.
Move him an extra 3.
Yeah, give me that 3.
6.
Ooh.
Oh, wow, okay.
Dan's been holding out on you. Now he comes through.
Does that look like that's at the end of the tape measure?
Yes, it does.
They've got sustained. It'd be a 7 or an 8-inch charge to get over there. But I don't think I want to. I think that I want to just push in this way. So let's go ahead and go the full 12 over here. And then we'll kind of come backwards if we decide to charge the Sagittar instead of the Honka-Chonk. The fact that you move that guy up and over kind of limits my movement around here, which is kind of good. But I can totally surround it like this. Okay, we'll leave that off for a moment because I've got these other breaker boys. We're going to tighten these guys up this way too. Just keep you an inch off so they're not going to go as far. How about an advance for these breaker boys, sir?
5.
That might kill a Honka-Chonk. So let's just go ahead and pull them out. This is a big go turn. I got a lot of stuff in here I really need to convert, because if not, I've got a lot of stuff on the table I will have left hanging. We're not really going to be able to do much against the Honka-Chonk on the other side. I can only hope to kind of hold it back for a moment.
The legendary Jacob turn 2.
Yeah? What's so legendary?
The movement phase.
Oh, and that's Orks, bro. That's Orks. And if you tell me I'm going slow right now, you're crazy.
I will say you are definitely shuffling some models around fairly quickly. So, give credit where it's due.
Let's deploy him outside of the truck. I want to get him the closest, I think. Getting to forward deploy a war boss is pretty gross, man. There's a war boss, a mega boss, like a beast boss. Well, I guess you can't attach a beast boss to him. But it's pretty strong, dude.
Can you not normally attach a war boss to commandos?
No, the war boss, you can only attach Snickrot to commandos normally. But so being able to get like a Wa turn that's already halfway in the middle of the table, that's the value of that deep strike.
Wow.
That 30 of those guys has a war boss, 9 attacks on a Wa is pretty gross.
That's neat.
It is pretty gross, sir. We're going to let this guy just kind of cruise in this direction here, just to further my screening. With a little pivot. That should push the screen across. I do need to drop a pack of Storm Boys right here to continue my screen. 9 to there. 9 to there. Those guys are going to be moving in that way, but that still won't give you enough room, I don't think, to put a whole 10 pack of bodies once we've got the Storm Boys down. So I think I can actually leave the other 2 packs of Storm Boys in reserve. Question for you, Dan. What was my secondaries this time? Marked for death, area denial.
Area denial, you're looking good for that one.
Yeah.
Marked for death.
You have a little extra data here on seeing what's in harm's way, so that my error benefits you rather than benefiting me. I'm okay with that. But I apologize. I should have gotten that done at the right time.
I'll do the warriors here, pioneers, and don't have much else that might survive this.
These 3 units should be safe.
Let's do this one.
Should be.
Oh, fell under.
Okay, so we're going to do 2 bomb squigs there at the end of the movement phase. We're going to do 3 bomb squigs here into the honka-chonk. See if we can soften it up a bit. I am going to end up with warriors back here, even if I do kill it. I don't have the sauce unless I get a long charge.
What's throwing bomb squigs?
I've got a pack of commandos throwing 2, and then I've got breaker boys throwing 1.
Didn't they all advance?
Shit. I mean, yes, they did. Thank you, sir. Okay.
These did not on purpose, so that, and then you gave them the reroll charges,
right.
so that they can do that.
Yeah, I just didn't think that through over there, but I think that the advance is obviously much higher value than the potential of those mortal wounds, so it's worth it.
Is that the end of your movement?
Well, I've got to determine whether I want to bring my flash kits in from reserves yet or not. Or whether I want to use a rapid ingress play. The other thing I need to do at the end of my movement phase here is get an extra CP up to 5. So rapid ingress is probably the way to go, because if you do open up that back corner of your backfield for me, that would be a really nice place to put them. An argument to be made, though, would be if I place them right here, you don't really have a whole lot threatening the center. I'm going to leave them in reserve, keep my 5 CP intact. Let me just double check all of my screening. I think that I'm basically pushing you back that way with everything.
Yep.
Yep, looks like it. So I am done with my movement, sir.
All right, I'll rapid ingress. I'm going to drop my 10 Hearthguard unit with my call back here. 12, at least 12 inches away, so I'm safe from any charges.
All right, and then that's Overwatch stuff, Overwatch potential back there?
Overwatch potential. Actually, I'll drop
except for commandos, keep in mind.
Right. I'm going to drop the Hearthguard, actually.
Okay.
Nope.
Committing, do they have uppy downy?
They don't have uppy downy. I'd rather my warriors instead of my Hearthguard.
I was going to say, you're putting your big brick of Terminators in the corner at the top of the game. I would feel a lot more comfortable about that. Those are the things that scare me in reserve right now. So I think that warriors is probably the right call.
So making sure I'm outside of 12.
And then what kind of shenanigans do they have for Overwatch other than just volume of fire?
The call gives them lethal hits, so anything I hit on 6s is going to automatically wound.
Okay.
The warrior unit does have a ton of guns, but they all have the Autok pattern bolter.
Okay.
I have a Magna Rail rifle and the High Las auto rifle in there.
Okay. So decent volume. Obviously, that's going to be on the breakaway charge. Not a whole lot I can do about that. I do have my 5-up invul to protect me. I do have 2 wounds each. I only need a couple of them to get in here because I've got multi-charge on both of these, which means multiple war bosses, and then whatever breaker boys survive. So I feel okay with that. Let's go ahead and get into our shooting phase. Do we have anything worth shooting? End of the movement. Let's do these bomb squigs here. They will both hit. They will do 6 mortal wounds. Nice. That's pretty strong.
6 mortals. It's down to 10.
Let's go ahead and shoot these guys here just because I've been watching John too much. And he's like, I'll shoot everything.
What's shooting?
The commandos into the honka-chonk.
Yeah, they just seem like normal.
2 saves, please. 1 save.
Just one.
1 save.
We're good.
That's crazy. How did you deflect my bullet?
Choppers?
It's never for nothing, Dan. Didn't you hear that?
Sluggers?
Yeah, we've got 20 little boys here. Well, probably 2, 3, 4, 5. But so 15 from the Gretchen. 7, 11, 14, 15. These guys hit on force. See, so I could have given them +1 to hit. That would have been, you know, not great, obviously, but it's something.
1?
1. Take it. Oh, you were so powerful.
There's a 2-up save, too.
Break it, boys. You know, this is why I don't roll. People complain about you taking long turns as an orc player. So if you shoot, your turns are just that much longer. Let's move into the charge phase, Dan. Let's move into the charge phase. Let's start with this long one for the reroll.
Which one?
These guys right here.
Right.
That's a 9 for the reroll. Try it one more time. Awesome, 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 awesome. I'm doing my Eric impression. Let's go, Gretchen.
That was a big roll, though. A big charge.
Yeah.
Oh, double 1. You have a ton of CP. If
Yeah,
you
but I
really wanna
don't
get that one
know.
in there.
I don't know that it's
The rest
worth
of them are
it.
guaranteed charges.
Okay, I do have a ton of CP. Let's go ahead and reroll those little Gretchen. You know what's better than rolling a 1 into a 1? Rolling
a
2
landmine?
1s into 2 1s.
What's that?
Popping a landmine, maybe? No?
Afraid not.
No! See,
Dan, see.
I genuinely thought that might have been one.
That's why you were like, hey, use the CP, man. You'll be fine. Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Let's really
Our
make
goal
a
is to
charge,
really
so
hurt
we're
this
ready
side
for
of the
that one.
table anyway. Let's go with... We're going to multi-charge. We're going to multi-charge Break-A Boys into the Honka Chonk and the Sagittar.
All right, let's overwatch that. But you get to roll your thing first. A 5. All right, going down to 1.
Okay.
Let's see what I got here. Warriors. So, we all got Autok pattern bolters, so 2 shots each. Looking at 20 shots. And you are not within 12. I made sure of that so I don't get the bonus of my... Sorry, let me double check the
Yeah, you wanted to keep me from being able to
detachment rule.
as a charge option, huh?
Oh yeah, if my unit is a call unit, I get an extra AP to my guns, which won't really matter because you have the 5-up.
Yeah, most of your AP stuff on this detachment is moot with orcs, but it's good to know it.
So I need 6s here, rerolling the 1s. So we got a few here. And those are lethals because of the call. And then we got some 1s. Several 1s. One more.
Get you another 6 out of it.
So that is 6.
1 damage each.
These,
We better be
good
again.
question, are 1 damage each.
All right, 5s. I will take 3.
Then the high-las auto rifle, 3 shots. And this one is rapid fire 3. Never mind, because it is 24-inch range, so you're outside of 12. Need 6s, nothing there. And then the last one is the Magna Rail. Ooh, that wounds.
Oh, because it's lethal?
Yeah,
Nice.
which,
All right. So that'll be 2 bodies.
that helps me. I think.
Let me look at... I need to look at the profiles. I don't think I do. I think they all have 2 wounds. I don't think the sergeant has 2 wounds. So let's pick up... Yeah, let's just pick up 2 bodies. If I find out... Let me check, because if he does have 3 wounds, how much damage is that big gun?
The last one is D3 plus 3.
D3 plus 3. Okay, so it's going to kill him regardless. So that would be kind of pointless anyway. Okay, perfect. Easy math. So let's move our 5.
Sorry, one last thing. The call himself.
Jeez,
Leading
man.
unit. 4 shots on 6s. Nothing. All right, we're good.
Okay.
Good.
Can I please move now? Can I please?
Do it.
Okay, so we're going to slide here. He'll be within 2 there. 5. Well, yeah, because I have to respect coherency. So, all right. Now these are going to be confusing. The red one is a breakaway. The other one is the breacher ram for the commandos. Let's charge.
So what's that unit?
This is breakaboys.
4, and then him?
These 4 bodies.
Okay.
Because I lost 2. I lost 2. Yeah, no, it's this guy right here. Yeah, so actually I shouldn't have multi-charged it because I wasn't paying attention to the commandos that were cutting them in half effectively. If you don't mind, we're just going to go all one way to bring them all together. You know what? I'll leave it as is, brother. I'll leave it as is.
Because if I didn't overwatch, you would have had the bodies to do it safely. Right? To multi-charge how you want.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's okay. I'll just leave this guy off to bridge the gap, and we'll get those 3 guys to attack. No big deal. Let's charge these guys. Sagittar's got 6 wounds left. I should be able to take that out with the rest of the guys. So let's go ahead and multi-charge again, here and there. Yeah, the commandos were going to create an issue for me regardless, just because that was in fact mostly because of the Sagittar placement. So it just is what it is. I think it was a good move on the Sagittar to get him there. So slide right in.
The Sagittar wounds.
Yep. Okay, that charge is good. Let's charge breakaboys into the middle.
You still have pile-ins and stuff, so if you activate with the commandos first, kill that, you can.
Oh yeah,
pile
no,
in
there's
with
workarounds
with
for
the
sure.
stuff.
It's really not a big deal at all. Do we want to push her on the backside or just push in? Let's just push in. That being said, 6. Okay, good. So I have allowed that guy the agency to just push there. Storm boys. I think I might want to attack first with the breakaway over there. I think he does 3 flat damage, 2 shots getting through, could pop the Sagittar and leave me all of the commandos to attack all of the bits that come out of it. We're going to charge these guys into this Sagittar. And then we will be charging the other Storm Boys back over here into the other Sagittar because I'm probably going to need something to kill the bodies when they come out. All right, so everything that's got a buff on it has sustained on it, but not everything has a buff on it. What was that total number over there, Dan?
You got an 11.
Wherever I want.
So these had reroll charges, so that
What did
goes
you have me
away.
down for primary at the top of the turn?
8.
8, okay. I don't know how it scores, so I was just curious.
These guys had
Sustained.
sustained. You have 1-on-1 here? What's happening?
Yeah, I've got one that's got a wound off.
From the disembark.
Yep.
This is on the commandos, right?
The sustained, both
then
of these.
the- yeah.
The only
This is
things.
the truck.
Here's the easy way for you to remember it. Storm Boys don't have any buffs. Commandos and Breakaboys do have buffs.
Got it.
Right. Their buff was a reroll charge. That's spent. Nothing to worry about there. Everybody else's buffs is a sustain.
Cool.
Chat
So-
is saying Zod can't give tactics.
He can't give tactics, nobody can get tactics. He didn't get tactics, however. The tactics went from the commando unit with Snickrot to the commando unit with Snickrot.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Carry on.
But yes, he is correct. And then you have how much CP?
1.
1, so no interrupts. Not really any valuable interrupts either. Let's start with the Breaker Boys right here up front because, frankly, I just want to use their profile. We are on a wall. They do get sustained. And that unit is whole. So what that means is that I've got, is it 5 bodies? You guys forgive me on this. This is a brand new unit for me. They get a reroll on the charge roll. So I actually could have rerolled that and gotten further potentially, but that doesn't help for the multi-charge. Bomb squigs, they have 2, but they can only use 1 per turn. So that's good to know. These guys did not advance. I actually have a bomb squig I should have sent with them on the movement phase. I'll just put it with them and we'll maybe use it next time. And then the other guys did advance. The other Breaker Boys did advance. So no bomb squigs coming off of them, but they do have 2, not 1. All right, so I have 1 tank hammer. And then I have the rest of them are smash hammers. So 1 tank hammer, that is 2 attacks, plus 1 on the wah, anti-monster, anti-vehicle 4, dev wounds hazardous. So let's have at it. These guys are hitting on 2s because of the war boss. I think the Sagittar dies.
I think so too.
So that is
12
12 damage.
Dev wounds too, right?
Dev wounds too, yeah.
Does not explode. So I'm gonna have to do a cheeky, desperate breakout.
Yeah. You're gonna have to. How many bodies is it?
5.
And it has to be within 3. Yeah, I have fully encapsulated you. That was a miss on my end because that means you can actually drop them on that objective over there and not be able to reach you with the Storm Boys. But I'll at least go bad touch you, knock you in with me.
These don't count. And I'm still outside of 4, right? Just want to make sure I'm outside of 4 there. Yeah, just outside of 4, so you can't pile in with the Storm Boys into my warriors.
All right, let's see some damage on them.
Are down. Got 5. None.
1 and 2. So you did pull 1.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
And then that's the unit with my meta pack.
Okay.
He takes it. 1's down.
Yep. Just outside of 4 is correct. At least get some OC on that point. And then we're going to go ahead and slide these guys over, although I can't fight you. I can go touch that point. And I do have battle line on these units. So just clog up the middle there.
Battle line doesn't automatically give them the plus OC.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right, let's go over here. I'm going to start with the Sagittar and the Breaker Boys, because I've got a tank ham over there as well. Same deal. He's got the war boss attached. He's got 6 wounds left on that Sagittar.
Yes.
So if I can get 2 through on a 4 or better, that would be cool. Well, we're going to get 2 in there. Can these get through on 4 or betters? Oh no! All right, that's okay.
You got a lot of CP.
Yeah, but it's not worth it for that. He was basically, can he open it up for the commandos to kill what's inside? Now that I know that he can't, it's all right. Everything else is going to go over there. I've lost 2 smash hammers, which leaves me with 3 smash hammers remaining. Smash hammers are 2 attacks each, plus 1 for the wall. Hitting on 2s because of the war boss.
Sorry, what's
anti-monster 4.
the AP on this?
AP on this is 2.
Okay, never mind.
All right. These are on 2s, followed by 4s. All right, add 1 back for the sustained. And then 4s.
This is dev wounds as well?
Not dev wounds, but anti-monster. So you've got 4 saves.
AP2?
AP2.
All right, 4 ups. Takes 2 damage.
3 each.
3 each, down to 10.
All right, then we've got our war boss. 1, 2, 3, that's correct. Tank hammer there, that's correct. And then I've got my dude that's floating that can't do anything. Okay, let's get into the war boss. I'm trying desperately not to roll these dice around in front of the microphone, even though I know that it just sounds amazing. What his break point puts him at strength 10, is that right? I didn't equip it on the sheet here, so it's telling me a big choppa, and I hate that for me.
You're talking about the power snapper?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No, the power claw.
Oh, the power claw, I mean? Yeah, is strength 9 up to 10 on the wall.
So
Pretty
it's
sure.
going to be wounding 5s over there. Yeah, I think you're right. Power claw is 10 up to 11.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it doesn't change the break point for me though. And that's where the stacking the +1 to strength might have helped with that break point. Let's go ahead and get in it here. Miss with 1, add it back for the sustained. These are going to be on 5s. That's not bad results. 4 saves, please, sir.
AP2?
AP2, 2 damage.
Need 4s. All right, takes another 4.
All right.
Down to 6.
What is that commando doing? This guy right here should be here, right? No, because I'll be multi-charged. So I've got another war boss and a regular jabroni there. Well, let's go ahead and move on to that unit
Did you
then.
swing with, how many did you swing in?
3 smash hammers and a war boss.
So I think it should have just been 2, right?
It
'Cause
might
it's
have just been 2. Yep, that's my other smash hammer right there. You were right. So why don't we, what did that one do to you?
2 wounds. I'll just take 2 wounds back.
That's too easy. 2s. There's always 1.
Oh, the commandos don't have. Well, yeah.
And then 5s. No,
Oh,
this
did
is the
you
war
put
boss.
that one back?
This is the war boss as a part of the commando unit. But yeah, they do have sustained. All right, 4 more saves.
AP2 again.
Oof.
2 damage each.
Yes, sir.
Takes 6. All right, now he's down to 2.
Okay. And then our jabroni there. Maybe he can be a hero.
Hi-yo.
4 attacks.
dice.
I heard it.
Well, he hits all of them.
Need 6s.
4 up to 5, yep, would be 6s. So nothing on there. 2 wounds left on him. That's okay. I'd hoped we could do more, but really the commandos jacking me all up. That does turn out to be the linchpin that does secure that staying alive for you. That's good. I love that.
Well, you have the commandos war boss in there, right?
That's what I just did. I've done both war bosses now.
Okay, now you're swinging the rest of the commandos?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Let's go commandos then. Let's go knob first. 4 attacks with a sustained and 2 fails. This is the Sagittar looking for 3s. 2 of them get through to you. AP2.
AP2, need 5s. Goes through. Damage?
2.
2 each.
Yep.
He's down to 2.
And then the Breacher Ram. 3 attacks because of the wall. And 2 get through. Double 1s. That gives me Breacher Ram, dude that attacked, war boss, or knob. So I've got 7 bodies left to attack on that.
because you have one commando hanging out back here
Right.
for the coherency.
Right. That's where I just counted that.
Yeah. Everyone else.
He just attacked into the honka chunk.
Yeah. Everyone else is definitely in engagement for the Sagittar.
That's a dice. Okay, we've got 7. There's 5, 6, 7.
By volume alone, you should get this. 2s.
Came in.
One more.
And then that's what, 6 back?
Nice. T10, so you're looking at 5s here, because your strength, no, your strength 4 going up to 5s, right?
Yep.
So you need 6s here.
Yep.
1, 2. AP 1. You can still kill it. And you still have Storm Boys here.
Yep.
Yeah, kill it. Does he explode? Nope.
Those are 3s on AP1?
Yeah, and the Sagittar?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're a 3-up save.
Thought it was the Hecaton again. My bad. I'll sit here and be quiet.
Okay, that went okay. Didn't go great.
This one, again, I'm going to have to disembark weird, but I'm not going to let your Storm Boys fight me still.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to stay outside of engagement, do something like that. Roll my 5. No Film of Pains here because my Medipack is in the other unit. Killed one. A little consistency there. I'll just take out the regular bolter.
Yeah, that's incredible, dude. Because that shifted that whole thing. Yeah, I know you were terrified of what was going to happen in that corner, but just that one body out of place over there left you a lot of stuff alive, man. Left you a lot of stuff alive. Okay, I think that's all of my fights, right? Failed, got in there. You've got a fight back, got in here. I've got consolidates that I can go ahead and execute here, or pile-ins. This guy couldn't have piled in. These guys can cruise over to here. Slide on up in there and just go touch you there. And then, yeah,
Actually,
you've got fight back, sir.
wrong weapons. Alright. Over here, just 3 combat weapons and 1 kin melee weapon. So I'll do the combat weapons first, hitting on 4s.
Yeah.
And winning on 5s. Nothing there. Then we're looking at the kin melee weapon, hitting on 4s again, nothing there. Hecaton, I think he's got a lot of attacks. I think it is 6, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, 6 armored wheels. Let's put them all into the Breaka Boys. I want to break them. Let's do 4s.
Who's attacking the Breaka Boys?
The Hecaton.
Okay.
Will you be
We're
on
rolling these
5s
one?
because he's bracketed?
Yep.
Yes. So nothing hits. Re-rolling these 1s. Nothing. All right, we're good. Tokens now, because you have killed 2 Sagittars. What was it? The Breaka Boys?
Mm-hmm.
Have 1. So actually you should have got +1 to hit there. Forgot. And then the commandos over here, right? Killed the Sagittar?
Yep.
Alright, they're on 1. Judgment tokens are distributed.
That's a grudging.
I've been judged. All right, sir. Let's go. For my turn, Mark for Death is basically going away, right? Area Denial was a fail.
Basically going away or is going away?
Is going away.
Okay.
Yeah, I got rid of
An
it.
area denial? Keep it?
No, he was able to get outside on me there.
Are
So
you keeping it,
I
though?
couldn't find, no. I guess I can drop both of them.
You could?
I'll keep it, because I should be able to clear them out of there next turn, I think.
Very well. And we're still, I guess now 5 CP and 2 CP going into Dan's turn?
Correct.
I'm going up to 2, yeah.
Proceed!
Alright. Let's draw some secondaries. I'm only holding my home, which I think is 3. 3 and then 5 for any of it, no man's land. So drawing some secondaries, I got engage on all fronts and behind enemy lines. That one's not going to happen because he's got me pretty well screened out. Do I want to... Don't want to do that. I think I might just re-roll one of these because this is double secondaries that I'm not going to score. Because even with deep strikes, you have me well screened out. So yeah, I'm going to spend the CP to get rid of behind enemy lines.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got cleanse, even worse. Okay, let's move into the movement phase, or the command phase. I'm going to have the call give a judgment token to the grots. So let's give it to the commandos.
Okay.
Alright, let's move. Can't fall back here without... Oh, battle shocks. Hecaton. Leadership 7,
Yeah, it's
we're
got to
good.
be good, yeah. That should be it.
Warriors are good. They're good. Good. Yeah, that's it. You're right. Alright, so it can fall back. Let's do that. Let's go to... Moving up. How's chat looking?
Chat's looking pretty good.
Is that a good wall turn?
They're discussing a few things. Definitely seeing how both of these detachments work in this these new detachments anyway, what the sauce is with them. And they're also excited about the landmine you just triggered.
Falling back?
Falling back,
No!
that was a landmine. That's 4 for Dan.
The betrayal. For engage, I have to be outside of 6, right? Of the center? Correct? Correctamundo?
What's that? Sorry?
For engage on all fronts, I have to be wholly outside of 6 of the center?
I believe so, yes.
Alright, so no matter what, I'm not getting that.
Oh, and there was an additional taunt that came with that landmine. You're a quitter.
What? What do you mean I'm a quitter?
You fell back. You're a quitter.
Oh, no, I have CP for fallback and shoot and charge. We're
Sounds
good
like
there.
quitting to me.
We're good there, homies.
Good news, Dan triggered a landmine.
Hell yeah.
Let's start closing the distance though. Let's get these boys here. 10. So it's on my side of 9 here, so we're good. Let's start pulling. Yeah. Let's get these guys out. Nope, probably don't need to. Let's keep them in. These can go away.
Everybody got big plans for Christmas? What's everybody in the studio doing? You know what I'm doing, because I have no quit in me. How about you guys?
I'm hanging out with my parents. We're doing, or I guess they're gonna like order a bunch of empanadas and gonna have a feast.
Turns out I'm going to be spending it with Dan's family. Sounds like a pretty good time over there with empanadas and a feast. So
Yeah, I would agree.
Just gonna have to go this way. And giving you space here. So I'm going to spread these guys out this way, actually. Instead of they're moving forward, they'll walk this way.
I am grateful that I did leave a Gretchen and Zodgrod on this point back here behind cover. Obviously, he's going to be able to shoot the unit, but with how bad this the charges went on this side of the table, had I left them hanging with no value, that whole turn would have been a big bust.
That was your Wa turn too, wasn't it?
Yeah. Like, well, it just goes to show, like, little tiny mistakes can have a big impact, right? You know, so you got to clean up those mistakes, and then you can get more out of it, right? If you know, one more decent kill would have made that turn feel valuable.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of just cleaning up the little things.
Let's see if Dan can clean up the little things on his
I
turn
believe in
here.
him.
Yes, Curse Cowboy, someone did fall back. Dan fell back like a coward.
And I am debating on spending a CP to make a move for sure. Let me look at that, because you do have two units here I'm eligible to do something with. I have to consider these guys first.
Are you waiting to trap me and I gotcha, or are you gonna inform me?
No, it's just a normal move.
Yeah, I was going to say, what is this?
It's a normal move. I'm sorry. Let me go over my stratagems with you, man. This is a new detachment. And then, of course, if that changes anything over there, I get a normal move, so I can't end within combat with you, but up to 6 inches if you fall back from my unit. What else do I have? I can apply stealth and cover to a unit. Nope, that's the wrong card here. I wrote them out earlier because they're new to me too. I can give +1 OC to a unit. I can give a unit sustained and lethal, right? Or lethal. I can give fallback, shoot, charge to a unit. I can do mortals on the charge with Storm Boys. I can do a normal move after my opponent falls back. And then I've got, of course, Storm Boys and Commandos can go into reserve at the end of your turn. All right. Ooh. So does any of that make you not want to fall back from me?
Nope.
Okay. Didn't think so.
I still have to open you up for shooting, and I didn't want to waste the Hecaton being in combat there.
So I can move that 6 inches any direction that I want to move, which does mean that I could take away your line of sight with these guys against this commando unit. However, I don't know how much value that's going to give me. The other thing that I could do is move these guys up to 1 inch to prevent them from closing the gap this way, which I think is the better play. So let's do that.
That is a CP expenditure.
Yes, sir.
Down to 4.
And then this guy. Cool.
Here, actually, instead of falling back like that, I could have just left one guy on the point right there.
Yep.
Yeah, Curse Cowboy, that landmine was triggered by Dan, so don't you worry.
Calm down, people. Jeez.
They want to make sure you're
Ravenous
getting your just desserts. Dean P got word on his X-Men gift. Wouldn't that be fun? Xmas gift from Mom: a new hobby light and airbrush compressor. Heck yeah,
very
Mom.
nice, dude. Is that what that link was for, Dean? He asked me for a link for an airbrush compressor. I gave him a link to my favorite, the one I've been using for 10 years. So
yeah.
if that's the one he got a good one.
We will have to see. Let us know.
Are these
Dean
also
P.
mine? Yep. Just gonna make sure you're good here.
Anybody else have early Christmas gifts anticipated?
Not for me, man. Like, me and the wife, so here's a fun fact. She grew up Jehovah's Witness, right? So for her, when I first met her, she was just experiencing Christmas for the first time. So the first 5 years of us being together, Christmas was like this crazy big deal. And then one day she's like, you know what, I'm over it. I'm like, oh, awesome. So we just carve out that time to spend some time with, family, get a meal together. Me and her be able to hang out, maybe watch a movie or something, Just like, it's the little things that really matter the most.
Yeah.
I spend all year buying toys. What's the...
That is true. Yeah,
Disappointed
it's
having
Christmas
to
year round for a lot of us Warhammer folks. Yeah. No, that's a similar concept. Edie and I, like we were not really the let's go out and just spend money on each other because that's kind of what the holiday dictates, right? So
Right.
we'll get together and actually try to think of something meaningful that we want as you know. Whether it just be something functional, like let's say a dryer or something. This year it happened to be a car because she got a new job, and
Yeah,
so
that's
that was
exciting.
our big Christmas gift, right?
That is exciting. It's a nice ride you guys got.
Oh yeah, no, we're very very happy with it. But yeah, we try to make it a little bit more, not just a let me buy you something else for you to maybe use a few times and
Right.
then store away, right? So.
That's the thing, kids don't have the ability to like buy things for themselves, so they have to wait for birthdays or Christmases
Yeah.
or any other holidays or gift-giving holidays. As adults, we budget.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'm starting my deep strikes. Bringing my Hearthguard here. I am dropping in just outside of 6, so I'm going to have to spend my last CP,
Okay.
which means this is not going to be able to shoot. Did you mean to be outside of an inch here?
Yeah, you're not engaged.
Yeah. So instead of starting my deep strikes, I'm going to disembark this one,
Okay.
since I just realized I'm not. But just going to put them behind, since you did make that move when I pulled back. All right. That does kind of suck. Actually, I'm still gonna spend my CP for the fallback and charge, but I'm gonna keep these behind and try to go for the charge.
So 9-inch.
Yeah.
Okay.
They could get their shots out that way. And still go for the big charge. And make sure I'm outside of 9 this way. We're good. Alright.
All right. Well, let me look and see if there's a rapid ingress I want to do. I don't think there is. I can't do your deployment zone this turn. But it does look like I could drop my flash kits right here, which is a whole lot of DACA. And also, if you don't kill him in shooting, it's a pretty solid Overwatch. Have to be the closest unit to get the full value, but that doesn't matter for Overwatch because it's 6s with rerolls, 40 attacks with rerolls. Yeah, let's do it. Hold on, let me just double check it, Dan. Let me double check it before I commit to it. Definitely can't afford any more mistakes. 6 inches over the edge, is that right?
Yes.
No, are you muted?
I might have been, but I don't think I touched the button and it's green.
Now it's green.
Now it's green. Well, after I looked at it, was that all? Okay, so I can't get. It would basically be 3. Nope, it's not worth it. These are Mega Knobs standing in as flash kits for the right base sizing. So we'll hold it off. All right, sir, do your worst.
All right. So, like I said, I spent my CPU to fall back and shoot with the Hecaton. So we're going to start with him.
Did you not rapid ingress, or did you?
I did not. Okay. So back to 4.
Let's put everything into those wrecking crew.
Okay.
From the Hecaton, let's see it. Cyclone Ion Cannon.
This is the one over here, or is it this one? Which one and which unit?
This one.
That one into the unit up front.
Break a
Okay.
bully unit. I am at a -1 to hit. Don't have CP for anything special. You're not going to do... Okay, here we
And
go.
you're
D6.
out of CP right now?
I'm out of CP right now.
Okay.
All right. Looks at 9 shots. And are you 5 unit right now? 5-man unit?
I lost 2, so yes.
So that's going to be +1
Yeah, that
with the
would've been
blast.
7 down to 5.
Hitting on 5s.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep.
Not too great here. Hitting on 5s. Rerolling these 1s. Just the 1 there. 3 hits. Don't hit that. Strength is 9, so looking for 3s. That is 2.
All right, 5 or betters.
AP 2.
I'll
2
take
damage.
1. I've got a dude wounded over there.
Six shots from the Mater autocannon on 5s. There's a 1. That's a hit. There's a little conversion there. Loving this detachment. Strength 7. Looking for 3s. 2.
5s. All right, take 1 more.
That's 2 damage. Last one is the twin bolt cannon. 3 shots each. 2 of them. So they're
I
hitting.
had this wrong. This should have... Oh, yeah, I guess that is right. This guy shouldn't have moved to the 6th, though, because he's not a part of that unit. He's a part of the commandos unit.
Okay.
So,
This is still hitting on 5s.
let me pull the body, though.
Wow, just 1 hit. Okay.
Guess we need to pull that one.
Strength 6. They are T5, right?
I think so.
So that's 1 more wound. AP 1.
Damage.
2. No cover.
2s everywhere. Okay.
Is that just the war boss left?
3 bodies.
So that kills 1 more?
I think so. I think so. I just got to double check something real quick. Yeah, they are all 2 wounds.
Alright, so I'm going to shoot the Hearthguard at them now.
Okay.
Because they disembarked from the Hecaton and the Hecaton just shot at them, I'm going to get full rerolls to wound.
Sure.
So here we are hitting 3 shots each. No character there. So 15 shots. Hitting on 3s. Rerolling 1s. Sixes don't do anything cool. Strength is 5, so I'm looking for 4s. Rerolling because of aforementioned coolness. Alright, so this is 6 at AP 1 because that is a Hearthguard unit.
All right, invuls.
So is there 1 damage each?
1 damage each?
Yes.
All right, then I will take, I think,
3?
yeah, 3, because I just picked up one of the 6s, I think.
And then another 2 with the dev wounds.
Okay, so 1, 1, 2. Boss has got 1, and then he said another 2 more for dev wounds, so he's down 3.
Yes.
Okay.
I think they have 6.
I think so.
So I'm going to have to put more into that. Okay. Shooting the warrior unit now. Yeah. Let's put the warrior unit into him. Let's split it. 5 into him, and then the other 5 into...
Commandos?
Let's do the Storm Boys.
All right.
So
Do
it's
they
gonna
ignore
be,
cover?
Yeah, these have the panspectral scanner, so they ignore cover.
Cool.
The special weapons, it's the Magna Rail going into that, like I said, and then a L7 launcher into the commandos, and then 2 regular bolters. So here's the 2 regular bolters. No, 3 regular bolters, right? Ranged bolters on 4s. Yep. Rerolling the 1s. Nope. 1 hit. That's a wound. And I get +1 AP because the call is attached to it.
5.
That's 1 damage.
Okay. We'll just pick up a body. I think I might need the knob. I need to protect all of the multi-damage stuff that I have.
I'm going to do the L7. So that is D6 shots, so +1 because of your blast.
Right.
Hitting on 4s. That's a lethal. Forgot about that. That was a 2. Strength 4, need a 5. That's 2. AP 1.
I'll take one more.
1 more damage. Magna Rail is the last one going into the Storm Boys. Nothing there. Then the 5 bolt guns going into your war boss. Let's do it, boys. Yep. On 4s. Strength is 4. So I need that. 2 AP 1.
2 AP 1. Same packs? No, this is the war boss.
This is a war boss.
Okay. He will take both of them. How much damage each?
1 each.
He's down to 1 wound left.
And then the call into him.
Yeah, we'll pick it up.
You sure?
Yeah, 1 wound left. I think you got it.
Well, it's strength 4, so I would wound on 5s. Let's just roll it real quick. He hits on 2s, rolling the 1. That's a lethal. And then 5, so 3. AP 1. Okay. I mean, crazier things have happened.
Yeah,
So-
I don't play the game for crazy things. I play the game for calculated things, right?
All right, so, I mean, you know.
That is
if
where you and I differ.
Sure.
people watch the stream, exciting moments, clutch dice can happen.
Sure, man.
happens
That's
to
going to really get their loins cooking over there, buddy.
You can tell Dan's played against me one too many times. He's like, I've seen some crazier in my day.
100%, man. 100%. I feel it.
That corner is all done. We're going to shoot these Pioneers now. Let's do the Pioneers. We're going to split these, actually. Let's do the Magna rifles into them, and then the High-Las into the Commandos.
Sure.
So the Magna... Actually,
Your shooting phase is taking longer than my movement phase. I'm just going to point that out.
you're waiting for that.
Waiting a long time, Dan, for you to get done with all this shooting. Yes.
Listen, let's not argue. You both take an incredibly long time, okay?
Here's the Magna coils, 3 shots each, and these are going into the Commandos, like I said. So I'm going to get a +1 to hit. So hitting on 3s, you have stealth, and then I have the roll bar searchlight, which gives me +1 into stealth. So I'm still going to hit on 3s here.
Yep.
Rerolling that 1. Nope. Nope. Strength 7 on 3s. 4. AP 1, no cover.
4 AP 1, no covers. I guess that means 5s. This was Commandos?
Yes, 2 damage each.
Cool.
High-Las Rotary. This is going into the Storm Boys, and then the shotguns are going into the Commandos.
Right.
But I think only 1 shotgun is going to reach. 2 shotguns. All right, here's the High-Las into the shotguns, or into the Storm Boys. We're rolling that 1. Hitting on... I don't have any +1, so hitting on 4s there. Strength is 6. 3s. That is 3. AP 1. No cover.
3 AP 1. Storm Boys again, right? Or Commandos again?
No,
Or
it's
is that
the
Storm Boys?
that's the it's the Storm Boys. And then 2 shotguns into the
1 damage each?
Those are 1 damage.
Okay, there's a knob on 1 wound then.
Cool. Now here's the bolt shotgun on 3s. Reroll that 1. Nope. Strength 5, 8 4s. 2 more. No AP.
Same guy.
That's into the Commandos. That's the last thing into the Commandos. Too.
All right. I've got to pull these guys.
That's fine.
Right here
Just pull how you
instead.
All right. think that's everything from the bikes. Now we're shooting the Hearthguard, everything into the commandos because I cannot see the Storm Boys. So this is a whole lot of shots. 10 D6 blast guns. Yeah, here we go. That is 12, 18, plus 10, 28, plus 3, 31, plus 4 is 34,
35.
35, 36. Just going to roll.
John, you're probably going to like
15 at
the
a
new
time.
What If episode
Very
on
excited.
Disney Plus.
Yep, it's out today. I will more than likely be
Mech Avengers. I was like, this is 100% John.
That's cool.
Such excitement.
So I'm just rolling 15 at a time. We're rolling these ones.
Do you reroll ones on blast weapons?
Ah, thank you. Yes. And this has the -1, so I'm going to actually
actually.
hit on 5s. And this does not have a call, so just 3 hits. Let me double check. Sorry. Strength 4, so I need 5s.
Okay.
So just the 1 so far.
Good.
Then another 15.
Yeah, I dug it. Pretty interesting story. I don't have the affinity for giant robots that you have, but I think you'll enjoy it for
Nice.
sure.
Just 2 hits.
No, I am a sucker for giant robots.
Okay.
I mean, you name it, I'm a fan. So,
Oh, I know.
yeah.
Yo, I
The
know.
last 6 shots on 5s. Nothing. All right. Then they have the Edikarn plasma gun, 24-inch range. That definitely hits. 5 shots or 10 shots on. These hit on 3s. Oh, those actually hit on 3s before. These I can reroll. Doop, doop.
Those hit on 3s.
Yeah, these all hit on 3s, so the other ones should hit on 4s, but no biggie.
Do you have,
No +1 to hit.
but you ignore stealth?
These don't ignore stealth, so I would have been on 4. Or this would have brought my 3s to 4s before.
Got you. Was that a hit roll that you just made there?
Yeah.
With a bunch of 3s in it? You just picked up a bunch of 3s.
Sorry, let me roll that again.
Yeah, you were talking about, like, I was like, oh, okay, so whatever he's saying means that he ignores stealth. That's cool. And then
Well,
it turned out you didn't.
I hit on 5s before, but so these are strength 8. Need
Yeah, no quarter today, Dan.
just
you
2.
You had a couple ones you could have rerolled?
Those are 2 wound.
Oh, those are 2.
All right,
Okay.
I'll take 1. 1 damage.
Those are 2.
2 damage. How about that guy?
Do you have the knob already wounded with 1?
He shouldn't be. I was actually curious what that dice was myself.
Oh, that was judge tokens. So I actually did have +1 to hit there. Yeah, screwing up there.
We talked about, man, little mistakes can hurt you.
Yep. So now we're moving on to here. We have a bunch of boys shooting this way. Let's actually start with this. Everything into the commandos.
Sure.
I do have the +1 to hit there. Hecaton. D6 +3. Oof, 9.
Yeah, I thought so too, Steven. But
9 plus.
that he did have a couple ones that he didn't reroll in that hit roll.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, throw a couple more. Like, I have no problem going back, man. Do it up.
1. Nothing.
Can't change your pants.
Cool. Hecaton, Land Fortress. Ranged. So this is a Cyclone Ion Cannon, D6 +3. I rolled a 6, so that was a 6 +3, and then the +2 because of blast. 10 dudes. Hitting on, it is 4s, -1 to hit, +1, so back to 4s. Rerolling these ones. Nope, this is a blast gun. Sorry.
That's a really weird rule. How if
Yeah.
it's blast, you don't get
This is
reroll
very
ones.
specifically discards blast.
Probably because of the volume. That was probably their idea, their attempt to balance it. Is it like, well, if we
still
just don't
weird,
give them
though.
the big volume attacks, then
Just 3.
3. What's the strength on that?
Strength 9.
All right, 2 more into these commandos here.
Yes.
And of course, you did the -1, I'm sure.
Yeah, -1, +1 because of the judgment token.
Can confirm.
Can you confirm if that was 2 or 3 saves that I just failed?
I believe it
Failed
was
2.
2? Okay.
You got a
I
6 on
pulled
the
2,
other.
but I didn't want to pull not enough.
He's a 2 twin bolt cannons on 4s. Rerolling these ones. these are sustained 1, so those going.
Up, up. Hitting on what? 3s?
4s.
4s. So this goes away. If you're hitting on 4s, that was a 3.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Bolt cannon strength 6. Need 3s. Twin linked. So that is 4. AP 1. No cover.
I'll take 3.
2 damage. And what's the last gun I have here? Did I shoot the mater? No, I didn't. 6 shots. On 4s. No 1s. Oh, there's the 1. Cool. Mater. Strength 7. Need 3s. Just 1. Another 2 damage. Then let's go with the... Yeah, that's cool. Bikes everything into the Grot unit.
Okay.
So we have the 9 Magna Coil guns. Do you have any minuses there? Minus, plus, minus?
4 Zodgrod, -1 to hit.
-1 to hit.
I do believe, let me double check it,
Is it
so I don't
stealth?
speak lies to you. No, I think it's just, let me double check it before I misquote.
That is the name of the rule. Let me double check it.
Each time an attack targets that unit, subtract 1 from the wound roll. -1 to wound,
Okay.
not to hit.
So Magna Coils, 9 shots, hitting on 4s. Rerolling these 1s. Oof, we're cooling. Strength 7. Doesn't wound. Next is the bolt shotguns. We are all in range. 6 of them. On 4s, rerolling these 1s. Strength is 5 on those. Your toughness 2, I think, but -1 to wound. So on 3s, 2.
Save 1.
All this is going to be 1 damage.
It definitely is, because it's all Gretchen. They're going to be eating it.
Shotguns. And now the high-las rotary cannon. 6 shots from them. On
And this is the
4s.
Pioneers?
Yeah.
Okay. And then you've got your warriors left to shoot in the back?
Yeah. This is sustained. So those 2 go in. Strength 6. So that one is 3s.
And these guys do not fall back in charge, right?
They don't fall back in charge. Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm sorry, do you have saves for me?
Yeah. 4.
4.
At the Gretchen.
I'll take 1.
Alright. So it looks like these are going to have to shoot everything at the Gretchen.
All right.
I have just 5 of the regular bolters sticking out. So that's 10 shots. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling these 1s.
Yeah, I thought I wanted to play Votann until I saw all of the shooting that went into Votann. I'm like, that's not my game.
They seem neat.
I could see that.
I wouldn't mind the...
I could see you losing friends with Votann.
Yeah.
For sure.
4 AP1 at the Gretchen.
I'll take all 4.
And then
1 damage each.
1 damage each, yeah. Last is the call. On 2s. That's a lethal. And strength 4, so need 3s. So 4, AP1.
I'll take 3.
Alright, I think it is charge time. Shot, 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 shot. Let's do the Hecaton first into the Breaker Boys.
Okay. I'm proud of you for calling him the right name this time. Into the Wrecking Crew? That's a
It's just
box
as cool.
that has minis in it. That's not the name of the minis. Damn.
Close enough.
You do have CP for interrupt, so you do have to worry about that.
And you have a 5-pack of those dudes are in here, but everything is out of reserve, right?
Yes.
Nothing in reserve?
Nothing's in reserve. Yeah, let's go with the charge over there into the Breaker Boys. 6.
That should do it. Because I was in combat with you, and then I basically chased you. Oh, no, those guys didn't chase you.
Oh wait, no, Breaker Boys are dead. It's just Commandos left.
That's Commandos.
Yeah, that's what they're charging.
So you did call them the wrong name.
Let's charge the Warriors in there as well.
Okay.
That's within 6, so I need a 5.
Okay.
Oh no! Well, there's a 5. And a 3 from 8.
You made the charge, but the floor dice game is a 1-point game.
And now I think so if you don't make the charge with these guys here, right, then you get to fight with those and don't have to worry about my fight back. But if you do make the charge with these guys here, you're going to fight with them first, which means I'll get the fight over there first. So I like that. That'll work. Hopefully. Hopefully it'll work. And if not, I'll just back it up with a little extra smack talk.
They're gonna hang out.
I wonder how many people are traveling or how many people actually get to stay local for their holidays too. That used to be the thing in Virginia, was like Christmas time meant I was taking the road trip down to Florida, you know, so.
Both of them.
Cool.
The big one, need a 9. With rerolls because of the champion. Nope. Oh, come on. Come on. Big roll. There's the 9.
There you go.
Woo!
Love it.
All right, right back.
Dan coming in with some 9-inch charges.
Did I make a charge?
A 9-inch charge at that. It's a Christmas miracle, chat.
Did I make a charge from reserves? Whoa! Oh my god!
And you're charging both units?
No,
Okay, just the break boys.
just the Breaker Boys.
All right.
And you are in a wall right now, which means not much.
Oh, this is a mess over here too. Do I even have coherency, or do I have bodies that would have had to have been pulled? That's coherency, I guess. Close enough, I guess.
Count it.
Think you're fine.
Yep.
Let's try to charge the Pioneers into the Commandos as well. 6, I don't think that makes it, and I don't have CP for...
With the pivot, I'm pretty sure.
Nope.
Yeah. But which, I think you've got it.
Alright, I think that's it.
Cool.
So, where do I want to go first? Breaker Boys have way too many attacks. Commandos, I at least have Feel No Pains and stuff over there to take some of those
so
attacks.
we can just go ahead and demystify. The interrupt over here is trash, right? Because of the way that the bodies are laid out, another kind of functional era should have been pulling from this side. I have to
they'd have to
consolidate
come
that
this
way.
way.
I have to consolidate that way. So just do your worst, Dan.
Yep.
Don't overthink it.
It's gonna be these coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Hearthguard. 1 judge token. Oh yeah, and the champion does some mortals on the charge.
Cool.
He's gonna just pile into the Stormboy. Just one dude's fighting into the Stormboys. Alright, let's do the champion.
Champion.
D6. That's a 1. Nothing
Cool.
happens. No mortals to myself either, so that's cool. Alright, reroll charge roll, we're good. Abilities, bear, deep strike, we're good. Don't have any CP, so yeah, let's just go right into it. Warriors, or Hearthguard. They have 9 concussion gauntlets. Oh yeah, they all just have concussion gauntlets. Let's just do that. 2 attacks each.
This should be a pretty quick one tonight, guys. I guess it can't be really quick when we're already 2 hours into it.
8, 9.
Kind of also true.
10.
Yeah, but there is some early action going on. I don't foresee us going past really turn 4.
No, like I said, that over there was, I think, a bit of a backbreaker. A
little bit of a fumble.
To cap that turn,
Yeah.
that turn basically was like, it took all the steam away. So now we're just waiting for Dan to pick up models.
Yep.
They
just
do have a
taking
judgment
his
token
sweet
here,
ass
so
time.
these are going
He's
from
savoring
3s
it.
to 2s.
He's like, yeah, this sautéed mushroom's my favorite.
These, yeah. So everything hits here.
Okay.
Rerolling the 1s, so we're all hitting here. Strength is 9, so wounding on 3s.
Sure.
That's 5, 10, 14.
All right, and 2 damage each, I assume.
2 damage each.
That's some dead boys. Yep. All right, next, sir.
There's no character there.
I don't care. It's over, dude. Come on, roll them up. Next attack.
Well, that's it from them.
Over there.
Over there, you're not doing. You're not.
No, not going to do anything.
All right. Grab your dice, please. We got 6 attacks from the Mater, or from the Hecaton, on 5s because it is. I think I just had 1/1. 5s because it's bracketed. Strength is 6. Just 1. No AP. 1 damage.
No AP on commandos.
Yes.
And that was which unit?
Into the
It's the only,
commandos.
you only got the 1 unit. Okay. All right.
Tag them. That.
What just died?
A commando.
So 1 warrior's not going to be able to fight. I think they only have 1 attack each. So we're not looking too deadly there. That's 9 bodies. Well, 8 bodies because 1 has the kin. Yep. They are +1 judgment, so hitting on 2s. No, 3s, sorry. That goes away. I didn't roll any 1s. That 6 is a lethal because of the call. This is strength 4. Need 5s here. That is 4. AP 1 because of the cool detachment. 3. All
Cool.
right.
My turn will be quick, Dan. We just got to get to it.
All right, just 6 wheels here, all into the commandos. We're rolling the 1s. 1 hit, strength 6, 1 wound, no AP.
Commandos.
Yeah. Keep forgetting you have a judgment token there, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, look at the definitely doesn't matter.
There's been a lot of carnage recently. I just need to ask, has a character died in any of these exchanges?
Oh,
Yeah, Warlords
yeah.
died over there.
If that's the case, then we do have a landmine.
No!
For a character death, I'm not sure if that goes to the person who triggered it or the person whose character died.
Let us
So,
know,
you know,
chat.
But that's going to be the big ol' 10 floor dice.
Ooh.
So, Hope Go Bro, let me know who those belong to, because I'm really not sure. The assassin or the assassinee?
Storm Boys can fight. And that's it.
All right. I don't want to end it too early, but I also don't think it's worth playing out any of the rest of this game.
You think that turn was that bad?
100%, dude. 100%. I mean, I shouldn't have to do the math for you, but I could. I missed the entire push on this side of the table. I was able to pile in here. I made the error of not allowing you to get in close, and I didn't have enough to keep you off of it. So you were able to keep these guys completely safe on both units, right? And Honka-Chonk stays alive, although it didn't get to do anything last turn so much. It's got all the beef it needs to in the future. I've got a few Stormboy units in reserve. I've got a pack of Flash Kits in reserve. I might kill another unit or two of yours, but I don't want to waste my time or chat's time going through a bunch of meaningless 40k.
Well,
No.
okay.
All right. If that's the case,
Yeah.
we have Santa Claus.
This detachment is gross, but I feel like it was the data sheets that did most of the work.
I took punishment for
Hey-o.
several mistakes that I made, Dan. I don't want you to get too carried away. You played the game well. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to take that away from you. However, I totally beat myself this game with several mistakes at every turn on my go turn. That's where I lost this game. You likely would have won the game. I had you edged to win the game at the top of it anyway. But when those things kind of played out, it was just kind of like, all right, well, shoot and a miss.
That's where I struggle when I play Orks. Is I feel like my stuff dies way too easily,
Yeah.
and that's why I like the tougher armor of the Space Marines from my Space Wolves. I still get the combat that I really like, because this, like you said, it is a lot of shooting, a lot of dice rolling, a lot of angle play, and that's not the game I like to play. I just want to get in there and charge and smash with the Thunderhammer. So
Sure.
but it's still a fun game. Dwarves slaying orcs as they should, but I think it was fun.
If it is any consolation, Hobgob Rogue did confirm that it was whoever lost the character is the one who gets the floor. Oh, that's not consolation. Sorry, that's more bad news.
That's okay. That's okay. What does that put our totals for floor dice?
Floor dice, that has you with a now comfortable lead of 14 to Dan's 5.
Wow. Wow.
So yeah, that,
Okay.
that
I'm gonna
final
skirt
landmine
off.
is
Didn't
really
Dan
what,
pop 2 landmines?
he
How does he
did,
only have
but-
5 for 2 landmines?
No, he popped 1 landmine. You popped 2.
I
see.
triggered
I see.
one
You
that was
triggered
for
one
you.
for you. So yeah, that was the bamboozling there. Before we go on too far, I know you mentioned a few mistakes and whatnot that you made, which definitely made this a bit of an uphill struggle for
we're
you,
going
for
into-
sure. No, welcome back. Anything else that you want to kind of zero in on here at the end of the game?
Well, I don't get enough practice at the game, right? So that means I'm going to make more mistakes, and that's something for you guys at home to take as well. If you play once in a while and you're not performing at the level that a lot of your friends that play multiple times are, don't discount the effort that people put into getting good at this game. This game is not a game that a person is naturally good at. This game is a game that you spend time developing your skill set to improve at. So
Consistency and repetition really do matter for this game, for sure.
yeah, so the negative feelings that you might have at the end of a game where just everything catches fire is just documenting the small things that I could have done differently. And calculating those into the next game plan and allowing myself the time to get to a point that I do feel comfortable at the game table again, right? Okay. That doesn't mean don't play the game. That just means, like, give yourself some grace on it, for
Absolutely.
sure. And just know that everybody is going to find a time at the table at some point or another that they're going to be tilted over a certain result. And how you handle that is really what's most important. Right?
Absolutely. So stepping away from the victory or loss or anything, how do you just feel about the detachment? Do you feel like it has some meta
it's
potential,
definitely got some
or
play to it.
Does it have some sauce?
It definitely has some play. I said at the top of the game I had Breaker Boys in here because I wanted to see what they could do. There's a new data sheet. I wanted to play them. I had the Flash Kits in here because, again, I wanted to see how that unique unit is basically giving Flash Kits bad ruck back, by and large. So I wanted to see that. But both of them... the Breaker Boys did okay. They did what I needed them to do. It just wasn't enough. Like I said, like that over there, splitting, dual charging with a small unit in an area that's super congested, big rookie error. And the funny thing is that doesn't keep me in the game over there. If we did happen to bring down the Honka-Chonk, that doesn't change a whole lot about it, right? Missing all of these charges and losing the ability to hold back his position really was like the nail in the coffin that was there long before we ever even knew if that Honka-Chonk survived or not, right?
I did see a lot of Eric caliber charges out of you.
Do you think you
tonight.
worried too much about deep strike and held a little too much back?
No, not at all. Everything I've held back here are trash units. 5 packs of Storm Boys that I can pick up later and play later game. This was all fine. I think that it fell apart in this right here, and these charges not going through. And that's RNG, guys. There's nothing we can do about that. Right? So I don't think they were a bad call to try and make those charges either. 9 with a reroll, chances are you miss it. Right? That's the odds on it. Right? 7, you got a much better chance, but it's nothing guaranteed. So that was just, I had to just let this happen and see what was going to happen with it. The big mistakes that cost me the game were fully wrapping vehicles, allowing him to disembark to the other side of it, and not be able to put the cleanup crew, like we talked about during the charge phase. My whole intention with those Storm Boys on both sides was to be the units that cleared out the dudes inside. And when that didn't happen, right, that hurt a lot.
Kind of like he managed to take a disadvantage and turn it into an advantage, which was a strong play.
Yeah, and so in doing all of these things, what I did instead was just delivered all of my units into Dan's kill zone without really, taking anything for it on my end.
2 Sagittars, 2 transports. Yeah, that doesn't seem super worth it.
I like the detachment. It is not a standard detachment, right? If you're just getting into Orks and want to learn how to play Orks, start with Warhorde. Do not start with this detachment, because this detachment just frankly needs a solid game plan, and you have to play to the game plan. And if you do so, this detachment is very strong. But if you notice, on my turn where I got to give out orders, I basically had half of my table was a Warhorde detachment at that point.
Sustain.
Right.
Yeah.
Had I played Warhorde in that detachment, I would have had -1 to wounds. I would have had fight on death stratagems. I would have had all kinds of other things that might have given me more value. Whereas this, it needs surgical play. If it hadn't gone so south, having units of Storm Boys in reserve that can come in and play the table, it's a scoring game, not a killing game, right? If this was turn 3 going into turn 4 that we were in this situation, I'd feel comfortable with the game, because now I've got units I can drop out, double OC, steal an objective, attack primary. But it's one of those that you really have to get the timing right with this detachment to really get the most out of it. Otherwise, you're going to find that you're just going to pick the ability that turns them into Warhorde for a minute. Right.
It was your weak wall. You didn't motivate
The
them
wall
enough
was
to
I guess so.
a little.
I guess so.
It was a little lacking, but still, it was great to see you use this new detachment. A bit of a learning experience for sure, but it was still great to watch. Dan, absolutely, just getting what you wanted tonight for sure. Everything kind of just seemed to go your way, from 9-inch charges to activations. Anything in particular that was strong for you? What was your MVP?
I think MVP was
Your dice rolls was his MVP.
No, dude, those positioning errors.
Jacob.
That too.
He summed it up pretty well, but I think my positioning, the turtling up my table state and making sure I just focused on my angles here with the triangle. Votann, they're not very mobile unless you're looking at the Pioneers, so you really want to make sure, I was just focused on my half of the board. The amount of shooting that this army has is insane.
It's disgusting.
And then the extra AP.
And it's all 2 damage, right? And I'm soaking most of it on 1 damage dudes, right? But like, yeah, it's crazy.
The extra AP from this detachment is also great. The rerolling 1s to hit, as you can see, really turned out well as well. What I do miss from the old detachment is being able to start the table with 3 of, or I believe it was 4 of the enemy units automatically judged with 2 tokens.
Fully
I don't
judged,
think I ever had the +1 to wound at all in this game.
Kill stuff too quick.
You need your own things to die, or you need your call to be able to pick things out. And for that, you need to expose them like I did over here. And even with the +1, it didn't really help that much. So the setback from the detachment from that, I think, gets overpowered with the reroll 1s and that extra AP. Votann don't have a lot of access to that AP, so turning the regular bolters from the the warriors from 0 to 1 is huge. And then also being able to power them up with the calls for this detachment allowed me to free up the Hearthguard to be without any leaders. You don't need the leaders on the Hearthguard because the detachment benefits them as well. It benefits the calls, the Hearthguard, and Uthar, I forget his name, but the named character. you frees you up to put the calls on the warriors to give them those lethals and the extra AP, while the Hearthguard can still get that benefit from the detachment and spread out and still do some damage. So I really like the list. Thank you to Cesar for putting it together.
And providing the army.
And providing the army. I was
Yeah.
going to say this beautifully
really
painted
well
army.
painted army. I know most of his purple boys are off in commission, so right now it's a lot of the green ones, but he's been converting everything to the Buzz Lightyear.
Looks
paint
very
scheme,
nice. So
but-
same question to you. How do you think this detachment will fare in this meta of ours?
I mean,
Especially
it's a
compared to the
weird
other
state.
one.
I think we're in a really balanced state in the sense of like there's so many detachments. I don't think there's like one broken one. There's obviously it's a rock paper scissors game. You could
Paper,
rock
scissors.
paper scissors game. You could show up at the table with an army that just gets completely demolished by your opponent because you weren't set up for knight's army.
Raise my hand on that one.
Like if you don't have anything with high strength or high AP, and you end up with the opponent with Chaos Knights, you could really get dumpstered there. But
The biggest
rough
takeaway
gun.
is, this one improves your AP. It improves your ability to cut down armor at the cost of, like we talked about before the stream, at the cost of being able to start off with those double judged units on the table.
And I mean, the
So-
extra CP is nice too from that judgment. I mean, you don't always get the, 3 or something, but just 2.
no, that's huge, especially
is
with this,
big for sure.
This detachment is very CP dependent, and I didn't get a chance to show off some of the cool stratagems or the enhancement, which I forgot about here, but I never got them within 12 anyway, so it didn't matter.
All right. Well, with that, Dan, if you would please
Get out of here.
take the seat over there as the non-winner of the floor dice. We didn't have time to come up with a vibe or have chat vote on a vibe.
Almost as if it was by design.
Almost. But chat, let's go ahead and throw out some vibes there real quick. We're just gonna pick from any that you throw out. So Dan, let us know some vibes that go out,
And then
I
roll the
will-
credits, and we'll just change the vibe as they sling them in.
Yeah, it's gonna be flash vibe. That's what we're doing.
All right. So we're going to start off with a guy that loves this game. Dan?
Come on back. Yep.
What's up, Hobgoblins? Treachery and Moonlit, Anari, B. Ravens is here. Jason Langer, White Chocolate, that's my little ho-ho-ho. Gobbos! Grotworks, Jim Kearney.
Tummy pains.
Johnny.
Tummy pains.
Who?
Tummy pains.
Tummy pains. Oh, Dean P. 20 Faces Nature Wargaming. Enter Erebus.
A double-headed dragon.
God, you guys are killing me. I'm on functional wargaming. Heaven. Manuel Cardona. Guys, thank you guys so much for coming out tonight for another Heavy Goblins Cave Reps.
I tried to help. No, huge thank you everybody for watching. Again, if you like what you see tonight, if you enjoyed the show, please hit like, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
But also don't judge us for this on Orc content.
He usually does much better. I will give him that. No, it was still a fantastic game to watch. Thank you to our players. Thank you to our viewers. And in case I don't have a chance, Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a great night.
Ho, ho, ho.